Good morning, my December warriors. This is Akia from December's Divine 555. I'm here to bring you guys a channel message from the Divine Masculine or a group of Divine Masculine, okay? It is rather early for me, but I've been urged to come on and to express what's going on with this DM to his Divine Feminine or to a group of Divine Feminine, okay? So it's slightly intuitive, slightly channeled, but bear with me. I'm going to try to get out what it is that needs to be said here. Okay, so what I'm getting from this Divine Masculine or this group in the collective to their Divine Feminines is this. The Divine Masculine is very much in an insecure place in their head about a seriously careless or negligent, foolish choice that was made. This could be in regards to a person or a action or choice. But there was a negligent and a careless, foolish, feeling that they are stuck with. Or a foolish and careless action. And passionately defending and justifying another commitment or an organization or a family. They were uncertain about who they were, their feelings. They were passionate about something that they're no longer passionate about. There's been some type of epiphany or realization about their life or their choices, about whatever defined them. Okay, so this is what the urgency was for this Divine Masculine. They were urgently pushing their energy on me, and they were saying, "You dug my heart, you dug my heart." I'm not sure what that means. It was like I could feel someone pressing on my heart, and it was like dopamine pumping hard. So I'm going to do a message, okay, from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. Basically, the Divine Masculine is saying, I just have to express myself. I have to put it out there because I may never get the chance to tell you this. I need to be heard. So I'm going to go ahead and do this quick message. Today happens to be Valentine's Day. Not that that really means much to me. Of course, love is important, but love is everything. Love is the way to light, and light is the truth and the way. But I'm not big on traditions, like St. Valentine's Day in particular. But we're going to get this message out for this divine masculine, or for this group of divine masculines, okay? So this sums it up here in this energy, that the divine masculine could be an earth sign for sure. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm assuming that this divine masculine is representing all divine masculines. So, you know, I wouldn't get too caught up on the signs, but I will call out the signs in this reading. So it will pull in the energies for whoever it's resonating with, okay? Because this is very general. Although I feel like it's kind of channeling a specific group, but here I'm getting Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for sure, with the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. We have Sagittarius here with the Temperance. And we have the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, along with the Four of Cups, Cancer, okay, or water energy. But this divine masculine is just saying that they want to make an offer. They want to come forward with a new beginning. They know that in the past they have only ever offered something small, something that wasn't deserving of you. And at times it was all that they had. It was their best for where they were at that time. And for some, it wasn't their best. It was just what they offered. And they know that they have to present themselves as a king or better. They want to bring a solid offer, be this King of Pentacles energy, protective, sure, driven, successful, powerful. The divine masculine is also saying that they see you as this. And you are highly influential in their existence, highly pivotal and necessary in their healing, they see you as their light in their balance, temperance, Sagittarius energy. Without you, there is no light. You are like their angel, their source of love and all things pure, their angel on earth. They don't want to face this darkness without you. You're their harmony, and you are their purpose. Without you, there is this sense of nothing will ever be enough. right now they are, this masculine for sure is emotionally unstable. They will not settle despite the offers, despite even a current commitment. There is this feeling of apathy where nothing is good enough. They know that in the past that this divine connection was being offered and presented to them by the divine straight from the clouds. They didn't recognize it. They were passionately defending another commitment. They were passionately defending a way of life, a lifestyle, some type of spiritual contract or family situation. But refusing to see this connection only blinded them from light, from truth, from purity. But divine feminine, the divine masculine is saying, I never stop watching you, and I never stop communicating with you. I'm always with you in your mind, in the 5D. I need to speak to you. I need communication with you. I may be blocked, but I find ways to watch, to see what's going on with you. I ask people about you. I'm guilty of spying. I'm guilty of many things, but I cannot take anymore. I am coming. It may not be the best communication. In the past, I was harsh. I was not the best communicator based on my upbringing. It's difficult to express my emotions, but this divine masculine is coming. This Knight of Swords is Odysseus in the Trojan War. They come forward with a purpose to bring truth, charging in, brash. People may be hurt, but there's a mission. And this Knight of Swords is willing to cut through everything to express it. And this is where this divine masculine is at. We're going to lay out a spread for the divine masculine so that they can express exactly how they feel, and say what they need to say to the divine feminine. The divine masculine wants to say that there are a lot of issues surrounding the feminine in my life, stemming from childhood, stemming from my mother, my upbringing, my family dynamics. The divine masculine wants to say that there are issues with possibly mother of their child, possibly a Taurus, but there's definitely feminine influences in this divine masculine's life. The Empress is represented by the number 3. A major issue here with the third party situation or a commitment. But throughout these experiences and these feminine energies surrounding this divine masculine, the divine masculine wants you to know, divine feminine, that you are their true empress. They see you as abundant. As nature, they draw sustenance from you. Being in your embrace is like being enveloped in the most plush field of the most beautiful flowers. Being in your embrace is like being covered in a million rose petals. They see you as someone who's strong, someone who's feminine, someone who's successful, and there really is no one above you, and you are the most truthful and the most adored, creative, and influential feminine energy in their existence. And this is how you deserve to be treated. And there's a lot of regrets, okay? And they're saying there's a lot of regrets about something that was very careless, okay? There was uncertainty, is what they're saying. They defended, or they tried to defend, or they were fooled, okay? In terms of who they thought their empress was. They were foolish in justifying something. Something about being stuck in a commitment, okay? And lastly, the divine masculine wants you to know that Eight of Cups, the devil in reverse, and the King of Cups. There is a deep, deep regret from the past, okay? This divine masculine wants you to know that they have abandonment issues that stem deep, possibly from a Capricorn. We have Scorpio energy here, Capricorn energy here, and Cancer energy here. All right. Cancerian energy represents mother. Okay. Scorpionic energy represents transformation, death. And the devil represents fear, details, control, and attachments, okay? This divine masculine wants you to know that they have abandonment issues. And in the past, there was a lot of fears, and they regret withdrawing, and that decision messed them up emotionally. Disconnecting from you, losing you, or being in separation from you. This is also an apology from the past for the abuse, for the intolerance, for the emotional manipulation, and the plotting, and the planning, the addictions, and the control. The fear-based thoughts, spells, etc. But all of those actions toward you were really causing the deepest, most unimaginable pain within themselves, within their soul. Because you walked away and detached. And now they are desperately trying to devise a plan to possibly detach from a Capricorn, or from some type of fear or codependent addictions, obsessions, or they're trying to break away from their demons or some type of dark contract. And they are overwhelmed emotionally. This divine masculine drinks heavily, trying to separate themselves from their demons. And they have lost interest with everything without you. Okay? So we're going to draw out a spread for the divine masculine to really let them express to the divine feminine how they truly feel right here, right now, what they have to get off their chest here. Page of Swords in reverse. I'm going to lay out all the cards, and then we will express what's going on with this divine masculine. Okay. Boy. Okay. Guys, so this energy is so okay, guys, so this divine masculine, first of all, before we started the reading, this is the card that we drew first for divine masculine. This divine masculine is heartbroken. They feel hopeless. Like their dreams have been squandered, squashed. Ten of Cups in reverse. Whatever they're involved in, whoever they're involved with their life in this current moment is unhappy. There is no fulfillment. There's no satisfaction. There is no light. The Divine Masculine, they feel neglected by you. And they know it's their choice. It's their choices that have brought them to the space. But they feel a deep, deep sense of neglect. Not just by you, but by anything light. They long for purity. They feel incomplete and misaligned from this separation from you, Divine Feminine. Pisces energy, okay, or water, extremely emotionally distraught. But the spread that we have here, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. We have the Tower in reverse. We have the Page of Swords in reverse, the Tower, Justice in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, Four of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So a lot of communication cards. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Prince of Swords. Okay, so it's no secret that the Divine Masculine is wanting to get into that Odysseus character, that mode of charging forward, communicating with some type of truth, determined to express themselves about how they feel about you, about what's been happening to them. They want to deliver a message, and they want to deliver it loud and clear. It may not be the most thought out communication, but there is definitely communication that needs to be said here. This Divine Masculine, it's definitely watching you, doing some spying, doing some investigation. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But we also have the Page of Swords in reverse. So there is definitely some agitation here, some irritation. They're frustrated because they are not connected to you and they cannot communicate with you about what's happening to them, about what's going on with them. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They are dealing with a lot of self-doubt about how to communicate with you, what angle to present themselves to you, because in some instances they have tried everything, and there is a sense of haste here. There is the need to show up to where you are if they know where you are, and with this energy here, it's just this intense need to communicate. And the Divine Masculine is also saying that they know that in the past they have been very harsh with their words, but right here, right now, they want to communicate with you desperately. They need clarity, and they're really restless in terms of wanting to communicate with you. The Divine Masculine wants to let you know that they're experiencing a massive wake-up call. This is the Tower, okay? Mars energy. Aries, Scorpio, okay? Everything is blew up in their face, all of their actions. Divine intervention has stepped in into a situation. Where there was some carelessness. The Divine Masculine wants you to know, Divine Feminine, that whatever choice they made, they had opportunities to get out of that choice, but they didn't. And the tower fell down, okay? Everything exploded. On top of it, there is this sense of recognition and enlightenment that they have received from above about their actions, about their choices. But this is divine intervention coming into the situation. Something has changed, okay? They want you to know that there is an epiphany, okay? There's an awakening that's happening, and they are aware of the truth. Right now, Mars is in Sagittarius, so Sagittarius energy is about perceiving and higher knowledge. There definitely has been an epiphany or an awakening or a shocking revelation in terms of communication with this Divine Masculine that they want to communicate with you about. But either way, this is divine justice. This Divine Masculine is experiencing some type of divine justice, karma, or this definitely is the Divine Masculine no longer able to sit back and watch or stalk or wonder. This Divine Masculine is ready to explode into your existence with some type of communication, okay? And there is going to be no ego involved here. The Divine Masculine wants you to know that they've been living in an illusion, possibly literally under an illusion or spell. And those structures have been removed. And this Divine Masculine wants you to know that they've been wearing a mask, and they have been around many people who've been wearing masks. And there's been exposure here, or they're ready to expose something or divulge something to you. Either way, the familiar, everything that they know has been stripped away from them, broken down, and there's no space here for ego. Everything's being stripped away, and they want to communicate this with you, this truth. But there is this urgency to come forward, and they know that they won't be received well, okay? That is their dilemma, because all of the injustice that they have put you through Libra energy here. This divine masculine wants to communicate to you possibly about this injustice that they have been going through. They want to express to you basically that there's a mirroring going on here. They're aware of the connection. Everything that they have done to you and put you through based on their foolish and careless, negligent, and uncertainties and actions of the past, trying to justify a family or a organization or some type of commitment or spiritual practice, they have only dug a massive hole for themselves, and now they are experiencing this karma or this misfortune like a boomerang effect. They want to express this to you, that everything that they caused you in terms of injustice, in terms of ghosting and lack of communication, pain, towers, they're experiencing that now. They are going through legal issues, okay, justice. Possibly a very harsh situation involving a child, okay? The Page of Swords here. Something is, information is coming out in terms of possibly a custody battle. Either way, there was unfairness, dishonesty. This divine masculine is expressing that there was a lack of accountability, a lack of truth, and that they were blind to the facts. There was an illusion that they were living in, and that is what their reality is now. But the divine masculine is wanting to bring equality and balance, okay, back to the situation. That is their goal. And they want to express their truth. But they are confused, Two of Swords. There's still confusion. There's still this indecision, this feeling of mental entrapment. They're overwhelmed by the choices that they have found themselves engulfed in. More Libran energy, lots of legal issues here, a lot of karmic justice going on, a lot of judgment and karma in general. But there was a decision that was made definitely the decision to betray or to separate or to commit to something that left you out in the cold. They regret. They're overwhelmed by their choice. They're overwhelmed at where they find themselves at. They're dealing with a lot of conflict, and they regret not trusting their intuition because they're not happy where they are. They're not happy without you, Divine Feminine. There's so much resentment. The Divine Masculine is saying, I'm overwhelmed by my choices. I'm overwhelmed with the conflict that I'm dealing with right now. All I do is think about could have, should have, would have. I'm discontent. I drink a lot. I think about you. I'm discontent. I think a lot. I'm in my mind. I'm overwhelmed. I'm confused. I'm not sure which road to take. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, a catch-22, all due to my own choices. But I'm not willing to settle. I have to live with my choices. But right now, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Why am I overwhelmed? I'm overwhelmed by where I find myself. Surrounded by confusion. Mental instability that has my emotions everywhere. I can't stop thinking about how I betrayed you, how I neglected you, how I lied, how selfish and confused I was. I was dealing with a lot of depression and anxiety. I was immature. But I made my choices. And I cannot get out of my head about where I am and the karma I'm dealing with and the misfortune I'm dealing with and the people that I'm surrounded by. But it's my karma. But I want you to know that I know I created this tension. I know I betrayed you. I know I was petty and selfish. But I am seeking a resolution here. I'm still surrounded by this energy of confusion and lack. Betrayal. I've been betrayed. I know exactly what I've done to you. Sometimes I'm not even sure what my motives are. But I know that I'm not happy where I am. And I need you emotionally. And I want a resolution. I will communicate with you. I must. I'm determined. I always keep up with what's going on with you. And I will not stop until I can express how disconnected I am apart from you. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Jupiter energy. I know when it comes to karma, the wheel is definitely not turning in my favor. The wheel turns for the good and for the bad. And I've done so much. All things have a cycle, both good and bad. And one makes you appreciate the other, and each can offer new options to the situation faced. Divine Masculine is dealing with a lot of misfortune and chaos. And resistance. A lot of resistance around the Divine Masculine in terms of them being able to come forward and communicate. Okay? A lot of misfortune and karma here. A lot of secrets. But the Divine Masculine wants you to know, Divine Feminine, that they are tired of hiding in the shadows. There's been a tower, and there's no hiding from the truth any longer. There's a path that's been illuminated, and this Divine Masculine is ready to take that path toward enlightenment. And this Divine Masculine wants you to know that even if you're not at the end of that path, they want to take this path toward something true, towards something real, towards a better existence. This Divine Masculine is just done. They're tired of living in fear, hiding in the shadows, living in illusion. They want to apologize for all of the illusions that they created by existing in your reality. The Divine Masculine is desperately wanting to let you know that you are the catalyst that push them to the point of wanting to address their shadow selves and what has driven them to wanting to break free of the illusions of their life and their choices, and to purge all of the negativity that they're surrounded in so that they can trust their intuition and break free. Wow. Break free. Two of Wands. Break free of this bondage. Okay, Two of Wands is all about being focused in reverse. It's being blocked and stunted. They're ready to free themselves of the shadows, the shadow work, the illusions, the darkness. Break free of the ties that bind and the blockages, okay? Here we have Aries energy, we have Capricorn energy, Scorpionic energy. They're ready to break free. And they have that confidence to do so because of you. To break free of the fear of this choice that they defended for so long, for this family they've defended for so long, for this relationship, this commitment that they justified for so long. They want to break free of the negligence that they placed on their own self-worth for so long. And they want to detach from some type of contract or bond and free themselves to love themselves, to love you possibly, but ultimately to love themselves, to free themselves of addictions and fear and lack and darkness. And you are the catalyst for them, Six of Cups in reverse, to break away from some type of trauma that they have been connected to for so long. Six of Cups in reverse is about disappointments surrounding the root chakra, surrounding deep childhood trauma or wounding. This is lack mentality. This is scarcity of emotions, inability to express their emotions, some type of disappointment or abuse that goes deep. So this is more mirroring the Divine Masculine, is just saying that this is a replica, a mirror of how they treated you, Divine Feminine. And this is what keeps playing on over and over in their head, what they need to communicate with you about how they have this epiphany, this wake-up call, how everything, all the structures, everything that they knew has fallen down around them. Divine intervention has stepped in. Divine guidance is here. Divine timing. They created these blocks for you. This contract. They manifested you. And when you came, they weren't equipped to nourish and feed the connection because of their own pain, childhood wounding, attachments. But now they want freedom. They want freedom from the ties that bind, from the shackles that have kept them in the shadows, that have kept them from moving forward. Chariot, Cancer energy, okay? How does Divine Masculine feel about Divine Feminine in his heart space? How does Divine Masculine feel about Divine Feminine in his heart space? divine masculine feel about divine feminine in his heart space? How does divine masculine feel about divine feminine in his heart space? In divine masculine's heart space, he feels about divine feminine. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords in reverse, and 6 of Swords. Okay. Capricorn energy or earth, Gemini energy or air, Aquarius energy or air here. Divine masculine, he feels that he wants to grow, continue to grow this connection with you, divine feminine, regardless of what it may seem, regardless of how receptive you'll be at their attempts. But 3 of Pentacles, the divine masculine will never lose confidence in this connection for as long as they live. They will continue to have confidence in it and try to find solutions to bring success to the connection. 10 of Swords, the divine masculine is aware that it's over in the 3D, but in the 5D, you are his angel. You are his catalyst for change and growth and rebirth and light. They feel defeated in the 3D, but they crave acceptance by you. They have hope. They will never lose hope in the connection that you guys have. And whether you know it or not, despite not knowing where the 6 of Swords is going to lead going into the 7, they are determined to leave behind. Okay, 6 of Swords. They're determined to leave behind this. 5 of Swords going into the 6 of Swords. They're determined to leave behind the past, the pain, the entitled ways, selfishness, betrayal. They're focused on moving away from something very unfavorable, and that they will always try to find a way, despite what it seems like in the 3D. They will always, always find a way to you. That is how the divine masculine feels in their heart space about you, divine feminine. If the divine masculine could be with you in this very moment, looking you directly into your eyes, What would the Divine Masculine tell you over anything else in the world? What would the Divine Masculine express to you if he had that opportunity? If the Divine Masculine had the opportunity to be with you in this very moment, looking you in your eyes, they would say, I have been a liar. I didn't know the truth. The darkness has all I've ever known. I couldn't see the forest for the trees. I was insecure. I was confused. I was surrounded by chaos for as long as I could remember. I was immature. I didn't know the truth. I wasn't focused. I had no aspirations. I was bound in your presence. You are my light source. And I was more consumed with control than anything, because I didn't want to lose myself. It was my defense mechanism because of my own trauma. All of this red in this card, I had to control because I didn't have it at my core, at my root. I lied. I had addictions. I had control issues. I tried to control the situation. I was very low vibrational. I was controlled by my fears, addictions, codependency. And by obsession. Our connection was fueled by obsession. I was dark. I operated in darkness. I operated in the shadows. I created illusions that constrained you, that constrained me. But then I found you. Temperance. I found you. I found the light. The one spark of light that had the power to overcome every dark space within me. And I'm sorry I fought that. I'm sorry deeply. Regretful. of how I fought that light. I competed. I restricted. I created imbalances and frustration where there was no need for it. But now I see that you were sent here for me, to help me find balance within me. You are my harmony, my light, my purpose. Without you, I'm lost. You are my guiding light, away from this darkness, away from this chaos, away from this injustice, corruption, and fear. You balance me. You free me from the delusions. Hangman. With you, I'm free. I have hope. For you, and for only you, I see the potential of what freedom is, and I want to make that sacrifice. I'm willing to make that sacrifice with you, for you, even if it means being without you. You have been the catalyst for me to see a new perspective. And for the first time ever, I've had the urge to surrender it all. To end all of my ways, to release the restrictions that have been holding me back in life. In order for me to grow and have new opportunities, I know I have to sacrifice something to gain something. And you have given me that gift, Divine Feminine. I would love to be able to come to you as a king, the King of Pentacles, and be your strength and be your protector and give you everything that I've ever taken from you, stolen from you, and be a provider, be your strength. But even if that's not possible, I have become stronger because of you, for myself. And I know, because of the angel that you are, that's all that you want from me. You want the best for me. You want me to be a strong person, a strong soul. You want me to be free. And that's true love, indeed. That's not control and chaos and abuse and attachments and fear and obsession. It's temperance. It's balance, it's harmony, it's purpose, it's freedom. And that is what the Divine Masculine would tell you, Divine Feminine, if you were in front of him right now, looking in front of each other right now, looking the other in the eye. That is what the Divine Masculine would tell the Divine Feminine right here, right now. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. The Divine Masculine is inspired. He's inspired by you, Divine Feminine. He wants you to know that you are that flame that will never die. That inspiration that is ever present, you help the Divine Masculine see the potential within himself and in the world. And this spark, this wand, will always be a flame for you. And only you, Divine Feminine. The Divine Masculine wants you to know, 10 of Cups, 10-10, that there is a cycle ending here, completing here, 1-1-1 on the clock right now. Very, very blessed message here. The Divine Masculine wants you to know, Divine Feminine, that you are their inspiration, their passion. There is no fire without you. There is no water without you. No sustenance. In separation, it's pretty much like being a corpse, because there's no light, there is no love, there is no purity, and they miss you desperately. They miss you desperately. They crave that unconditional love that you provide, that healing water, that pure passion that is light and that is good, which is you, Divine Feminine. And this is your channeled intuitive energy message directly from the Divine Masculine to you. I hope this was able to bring some clarity, and I hope that this is able to help the Divine Masculine feel at peace. I love you all. Be blessed. Even in the twilight of the darkest and coldest night of December, please remember, you'll be fine. Nothing can stop what's truly divine.